Stand by.
Fourth and final heat underway, and Jeff Adler still at the top time. 5:45.01 seconds. Only 4 men have been able to complete this event inside that 6-minute time cap.
One athlete we didn't touch on in the beginning is actually Jonakowski. When you think about it, an aerobically dominant athlete, that's Jonakowski. I mean, look at what he did in the long swim and paddle on day 1. But the guy's got some decent strength so for these barbells, it's really gonna come down to giving yourself enough time to get around for all 5 rounds. I mean, this compressed time frame, it's like a pressure cooker, right? The more you add, the more tense, the more heat you're gonna get. And that's what that time cap's doing in this event.
Lazar Jukic is the first man back in, followed by Gudmundsson, Uday, Koski, Medeiros, Fikowski, Saxon Pancic, Pat Vellner, Scott Pancic, and then Henrik Haapalainen. Jukic is the first man done, and then it's just a mad dash behind him.
Good move by Brent Fikowski to get himself out of traffic.
Lazar Jukic was the first man in on that run. Jeff Adler, who has the top time, did that first run in 49 seconds. Jukic did it in 55. Here are your top 5 in the overall standings, just 15 points separating first from second. I can't remember the last time that was the case, because usually at this point, Matt Fraser is running away with the whole thing. This men's competition is going to be a blast to watch for the rest of the weekend.
And that's what we thought about coming in, right? What was this men's competition going to look like? Ask anyone, say, give me your for sure pick who the new champion on the men's side is going to be, and you can't really give a definitive answer. And we are getting an amazing competition up to this point. There's just guts.
Scott Pancic, who, if you did not watch day 1, he's dealing with a bit of a knee issue that's slowing him down, especially on a run. Lazar Jukic back in. Saxon Pancic, first man to the barbell, followed by Fikowski, Vellner, and Medeiros. Saxon is now your leader in the heat, followed by Brent Fikowski, Justin Medeiros, and Pat Vellner. And Pat Vellner is trying to reel in Jonakowski. Koski has a 7-point lead on Vellner for 3rd place.
Saxon looks very good, and look, Saxon's a fast kid too. He's got the speed, but the endurance to couple with it.
Saxon Pancic looking to punch his way into the top 5-6 overall coming into this event. Brent Fikowski doing what he needs to do to hang on to that leader's jersey, ahead right now of both Justin Medeiros and Jonakowski, the 2 men immediately behind him in the overall standings. And Pat Vellner, who just left you on the left side of your screen, is ahead of Jonakowski. Vellner trying to pick up points on Koski and get into a spot in the top 3. Here comes Saxon Pancic. He'll head to the 285-pound barbell. No problem for Saxon. Fikowski, Vellner, and Medeiros behind him. And Fikowski and Vellner, that was synchronized. Medeiros now back in 4th place. Henrik Haapalainen is done. He, Gudmundsson, and Jukic back out on the run. Uday is with him as well. And Jonakowski. Scott Pancic just getting to the 285-pound barbell.
Now here's the second half of the event where the tide starts to turn. Where if you have the strength, it's becoming more an advantage, but you have to keep the intensity on the runs.
6-minute time cap here. Jeff Adler, the time to beat at 5:45.01 seconds. Saxon Pancic is the leader right now in this heat. Followed closely, though, by the trio on your screen right now. Pat Vellner, overall leader Brent Fikowski, and the man who's sitting in 2nd overall, Justin Medeiros. Saxon Pancic now to 3:05.
You can't rush this lift. We saw some athletes miss one, and that basically killed the rest of their event.
Pancic will squat clean that one. Here come Vellner, Medeiros, and Fikowski as Pancic exits the building. Vellner's done first, just ahead of Fikowski.
Medeiros had a squat clean that one. That's not a negative.
1 barbell remains, 1 minute 15 seconds left in this event.
That's going to be really close.
Jeff Adler again, the time to beat at 5 minutes, 45 seconds. Saxon Panchik on his last run took 1:14. And Scott Panchik getting the crowd to its feet as he guts through that knee issue he's having.
And here's what's happening on the last run. You just have lactic acid dumping into your muscles, but the scary part about that is what that does is that it prohibits your muscles from firing at 1,000%. That's what a lactic acid dump does. Now you're gonna bring it into a max clean lift at the end.
Here comes Saxon Panchik. Less than 30 seconds to go, now 20 seconds to go as he steps up to 3:15. Adler's gonna win the event, but who will win this heat?
Now Panchik had to squat the last bar.
He will do it. Had Velder right to work. Velder not able to make it. Panchik is in. Fikowski can't make it. Medeiros will stand it up.
Wow.
May have enough time. And Medeiros is in.